Assalamu alaikum, everyone. Assalamu alaikum. My name is Qais Dirar. I'm a third-year medical student from Al-Faisal University. And I have a hobby that is somehow rare in the 21st century. It's the hobby of reading. Teachers always advise us to read books. But there's only one book that they never like us to read, which is the dictionary. So lately I was reading the dictionary, and I found a word that I was actually familiar with, but its definition clicked something in my mind, and it was the word perfection. It was defined as a state, condition, or quality of being free or as free as possible from all flaws or defects. So we know by nature that humans are very much social creatures. We tend to live in families. We tend to live in societies. We eat, pray, play, and live together. So I was thinking to myself, can we have perfection as an aim, or at least an achievable aim within a society? Unfortunately, once you start thinking about it, perfection is somehow impossible to achieve, because every one of us appreciate perfection differently. Basically, our personal experience and background contributes to our image of perfection. So if we have a building, two individuals might see it differently. One might see it as perfect, while second one might see it as too urban, or maybe too classic, or too Victorian. So what can we have as an aim for a society in order to develop? Because some societies might claim that they're developed, but actually once you look at their system, you see flaws that makes them no difference than any developing society. And I think a reason or an aim to put for society is maximum development. But allow me to postpone my answer of the definition of maximum development. And I would like to share a story with you. The story of how we are not able to achieve maximum development. I think one of the major reasons why we are not able to achieve maximum development is because we lack unity between each other. We think of development in terms of individuals and not as an aim for society. And I think the major reason why we're not able to achieve unity actually goes back to the history. When we look at the small human society that was once present, they start to grow, develop, evolve, and then divide. Divide is the word to look for. They basically divide themselves into categories that are very much based on our similarities. So we step away from others because we consider them different. But having those similarities and differences within a society makes it easier for us to build and organize a society. But it makes it so hard for us to develop because it basically inhibits the power of unity that we would to achieve. So what is the power of unity? The power of unity would only be achievable if we were to appreciate and protect our own differences and at the same time appreciate and respect other differences. We, as humans, are so diverse from each other. We live in different parts of the world. We are exposed to different circumstances. And those circumstances build our experience. We seem to be specialized. Even within a society, you see this diversity between each other. We dress differently. We have different interests. Though we look the same, we eat the same food, we pray to the same God, we still are different. We are specialized. And I think by binding or uniting these differences, we would be able to develop our technology, our ethics, our arts, our knowledge of medicine, engineering, etc. But let's stop talking about the power of unity, because actually there is a second form of division that is present in every society. Within every society, you see a subcategory that is present in that divides from every category. People are divided into either good or bad morally. Unfortunately, we as members of the society tend to ignore the fact that many of the people that live in our category might be morally bad, and as well as we ignore the fact that people from other categories might be morally good. But we've been talking about unity to achieve maximum development. But what is maximum development? Does maximum development mean we have to move people from the rural areas to the city, or maybe people from the city to the beaches? Does it mean that we're going to have the latest technology, the best medical technology, engineerings? I was a lucky person. I had the best parents, and they gave me the advantage of traveling. I have been exposed at a very young age to different cultures, different people from different societies. And wherever I go, I used to ask a question, whether people are really happy with the way they're living. I used to ask whether they want to change from the way that they live. And interestingly, no matter where I go, the answer would always be no. We like the way we live. Though we have some needs that need to be accomplished or satisfied, but we don't want to change the way that we live. Needs are basically related either to healthcare, education, sufficient income, place of residency, their opportunity to practice their own religion, religious beliefs, traditional, cultural beliefs. So those are the needs. Actually, Bhutans believe that those needs are crucial for us to be happy as humans. But to me, maximum development didn't seem to be related to technology. It seemed more like a state of maximum happiness and minimum harm within a society. But why? Why are we not able to achieve it? Because we lack unity. But how can we achieve unity from the first place? And I would say the answer would be Outloud. Outloud is a club that was recently established at Al-Faisal University. It's a club that aims basically to achieve maximum development. It goes for it. But it also offers students an opportunity to discuss, debate, and share issues and ideas that we have within the society. We go to promote tolerance, to promote unity between each other. We also plan to inspire people to want to reach maximum development. What we do basically is to collect knowledge by questioning our ideas and our issues. We try to maximally develop them so that they would fit with everyone and not just for ourselves. We generate knowledge, but not to store it back in our memory, at the back of our memory, but to actually implement it in real life situations. We implement it in society and trying to improve it. But the idea of the club itself and how it was brought to reality actually represents the power of unity. The idea of the club was initially mine. I developed it through the summer, but I had to share it. To me, it seemed maximally developed, but I wanted the idea to be maximally developed for everyone. So I shared it with two of my friends, Diya Sabbagh and Abdel Mohsen Al-Qasabi. And we as group, small group, we acted as a small society. We all come from different backgrounds. We all have different, somehow, interests and religious beliefs. Not just religious. We contributed to the idea that we had, tried to maximally develop for everyone and not just for ourselves. But the idea isn't really limited to three of us. Members of the society and of the club can contribute with their knowledge, with their ideas and their voice to develop this idea. But Outloud is just a small part of a big dream that I have. I dream of a world where we all are different, we all respect our differences and appreciate them, want to protect them, but at the same time appreciate other differences and try to maintain them as well. Because when you look at humans, we are different. We all come from different parts. We appreciate things differently, might be. But our differences have been a burden or a force that pulls us away from reaching maximum development for long. Actually, I think what really matters isn't really the way we speak or our skin color, where we come from, what food do we eat. I think what really matters is the amount of harm and good that we produce in this world. We've been fighting for long and harming for long because of these differences. And I think it's time to change. I think it's time to appreciate our differences as well as others' differences and respect them and come together and aim for maximum development for the common good. Thank you very much.